66 million years ago, Earth was living through one of its hottest periods in history. There were no ice caps, and the planet was flourishing with vibrant life. Dinosaurs, massive reptiles, roamed freely. With large plant-eating species munching on flowers and trees, life seemed peaceful. But little did they know, the fate of these creatures was about to take a drastic turn as something massive appeared in the sky. A speck of light, growing ever larger. That speck in the sky, it was a colossal asteroid, growing brighter and larger. The dinosaurs, unaware of what was coming, continued with their lives. But this asteroid's impact would mark the beginning of one of the greatest mass extinctions in Earth's history. Within moments, 75% of life on the planet would be wiped out. The asteroid, roughly the size of Mount Everest and weighing around 460 trillion tons, entered the Earth's atmosphere, traveling at a staggering speed of 20 kilometers per second. It struck the Yucatan Peninsula, in what is today Mexico. The impact was catastrophic, 1 billion times more powerful than the largest volcanic eruption. It created a blinding flash that resembled a new sun in the sky. The asteroid drilled deep into Earth's crust, releasing an immense amount of energy. The explosion sent shockwaves through the entire planet, triggering fires and creating an enormous crater that can still be traced today. This event didn't just kill immediately, it set off a chain of catastrophic global consequences. The shockwaves from the impact radiated thousands of miles across the globe, while massive tsunamis spread across oceans. In some places, waves reached heights of 5-story buildings, obliterating anything in their path. The combination of wildfires and tsunamis didn't leave much standing. Earth itself began to shake, as if the planet was in a global state of turmoil. Minutes after the asteroid hit, debris flew into the atmosphere, heating up quickly and falling back to Earth as molten rain. The fires didn't subside for hours, continuing to rage across the globe. Survivors among the dinosaurs struggled to find shelter, but there was nowhere safe. The Earth's surface became a living nightmare, and the planet was plunged into chaos. As dust and soot blanketed the sky, the Earth fell into an eternal twilight. With sunlight blocked, photosynthesis halted, and plants began to die off. The lack of oxygen and food sent entire ecosystems into collapse. The oceans turned toxic, and food chains began to unravel, starting from the bottom. Even the most resilient creatures couldn't survive. However, after the initial devastation, life began to re-emerge slowly. Some hardy plants, like ferns, were able to survive, and they began spreading across the scorched earth. These early plants helped restore oxygen levels and provided sustenance for the smaller creatures that survived the catastrophe. Over time, these new plants would give rise to the first mammals and other species that would come to dominate the planet in the aftermath. The mass extinction paved the way for the evolution of new life. While most large species, including the dinosaurs, perished, smaller animals like early mammals found opportunities to thrive in the new world. Over the next millions of years, these creatures would evolve into the dominant species on Earth, including our own ancestors. What if the asteroid had struck a deeper part of the ocean rather than land? The effects would have been far different. Tsunamis would have been 10 times larger, and the amount of dust and debris released into the atmosphere would have been far greater, resulting in an even more prolonged period of darkness. However, even without the asteroid, other natural catastrophes like supervolcanic eruptions could have triggered similar extinction events. The asteroid merely sped up the inevitable. Now you might be wondering, could humanity survive a similar asteroid impact? In theory, yes. We have advanced technology today that could detect incoming threats and potentially divert or mitigate the impact. In the event of a catastrophic asteroid collision, humanity could take shelter underground, ensuring survival. But the real challenge would be enduring a global winter, where Earth's surface temperature drops, food production halts, and the sky remains covered in ash. Humanity would need to rely on careful preparation, technology, and resources like seed banks to rebuild the world. Could we recover? It's uncertain, but with the right steps, survival might be possible.